everybody, welcome back. Welcome back. Unfortunately, today is Tuesday, and they don't have prime rib on Tuesdays. Or no, I'm sorry, today's Thursday. Today's Thursday, and they don't have prime rib on Thursdays. It's Friday, at least this Boston market, which is the closest Boston market, which is 30 minutes away. Unfortunately, Friday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. So there you go. So I'm headed back a little empty-handed. I did buy something. I used the $5 off. I don't know if I'm gonna come back. Anyways, there's nothing for me to do out in Houston. There's nothing for me to do out in Houston, so I'm not gonna hang out around here. I don't play poker anymore. I don't do any of that stuff anymore. Just don't do that. And I personally don't, not that I don't feel safe, but I just don't want to be around here, you know. Just don't want to be around here. That's all I gotta say. You know, why put yourself at risk when I could be safe at home? You know, that's what I'm trying to say. Oh no, am I in the wrong lane? Yeah, I'm in the wrong lane. All right, gotta go straight. Anyways, sorry about that. I was okay. Stop raining. I think I will have a GPS on, so hopefully I could GPS this. Probably won't be all that pretty. I don't even know if they'll do. Maybe I'll put it up. Maybe I won't. I don't know. I prefer the GPS when they have the 3D models. It almost seems like a drone type footage. I prefer that. We'll see what happens. If it's not, then I won't put it on, of course. And there's always traffic, of course, when you get into a city. I have to admit, you know, I don't know what it is. It's been a couple years since I've been out here. I don't come out here too often, and ever since the pandemic, I definitely don't come out here. Just because the rise in crime rate, and one of the reasons I believe there is a rise in crime rate is because uh, every major city, okay, every major city, it doesn't matter where you're from, every major city has an underground economy, underground criminal activity that goes on, in which there is a segment of the population that depends. Okay, they depend on that underground economy for their livelihood. So when the pandemic hit, your drug trafficking, human trafficking, counterfeit trafficking, that all stopped. All right, that all stopped. Businesses shut down. So whatever racketeering that was going on, or whatever money laundering that was going on, that all stopped as well. So when you consider all those factors, all of a sudden, the people who are not quite employed, but they are employed through the underground economy. Every major city has this. underground economy, you know, whatever, prostitution, drugs, counterfeit goods, money laundering, um, that all stopped. People couldn't receive unemployment. They didn't, quote, have a job, although they probably got some stimulus money. But all that stopped. And all of a sudden, these people who relied on this cash flow, that cash flow wasn't there anymore. So they went to, resorted to robbery, violence, theft. That's why there's a rise in crime. And there's nothing, I don't think there's really anything that you could do. I don't think there's anything the police can do. It just has to get sorted out, unfortunately, through the streets. So I just don't want to be out here. I would not spend my nights out here. All right, put it that way. Not like how it used to be. When cash flow is good, money's good. You know, even if people get hit, the chances of going out and committing a strong arm robbery or um, robbery with a gun was low, and the chances of because the chances of getting killed were, I mean, it was still there, but it was low. But the cash flow was there, right? Money was flowing to the point where, hey, you took a hit, don't worry, you'll make it up. If you got hit, if you got dinged, you can make it up. Money could be made pretty easy. Well, that's not possible right now. So that's why you're seeing the rise in crime. That's what I believe. And as I was driving around, I actually see prostitutes out in the street. Like I know there are prostitutes out in the street before in certain places, but nothing like what I've seen now. I mean, they are almost, almost naked, pretty much very, very scantily dressed. Okay, scantily dressed, almost naked on a major street, major intersection. It used to be, in certain places and certain streets. I'm talking about next to a freeway on the feeder road. People are hitting the streets, prostituting. At least the women are. I don't know about the men. But yeah, this is some of the things that I've seen. So when I see these indication, these signs, I kind of just like, let's not stay out here too long. You don't know how, you know, desperate times, people do desperate things, and I don't think we're out of the woods as far as the economy. Uh, there's an underground economy, and then there's the legit economy. Even the legit economy is having some foundational problems, and so one kind of washes the other hand, so to speak. So if the underlying economy, the legit economy that we all kind of know and see, we all 9 to 5 jobbers and corporations and all that. If I believe there's some issues here, especially with inflation. Um, but if I see problems with that, I definitely believe there's problems with the underground economy, the economy you don't see, the trafficking, drug trafficking, human trafficking, counterfeit trafficking, money laundering. You know, then you have those other quote unquote racketeering. Um, but even then, you're talking about other things, gambling, just whatever they got going on. All that's kind of like a trickle, and some of that depends on the above ground economy. So you know, the rise in violence is due to the fact that people had a shortfall, right? And how do people handle shortfalls in the underground economy? Violence, violence, and taking more risks than usual. Since I've been in Houston, I've never seen like prostitutes hit the streets, like on next to a major freeway on the feeder road. I've never seen that. Probably because they didn't need to. And if you think about it, strip clubs were probably closed. You know those. Oh, jeez, those gentlemen clubs were closed. Bars are closed. So they're, you know, the people who are, you know, into the sex trade, mostly women, of course. They have nothing. Their income has been shut off to a certain degree. Where are they going to go? They got to hit the streets. So you're seeing a lot of street violence. So when the underground economy, you get a shortfall in the underground economy, you get an increase in street activity, street crime, street prostitution, street whatever, theft, robbery. Usually among their peers. Usually among their peers, but not always. It does spill over to other areas. Anyways, I'm on the road. I'm not sure if I'm going to warp speed this. I may just let the GPS take over, if the GPS is working. Anyways, enjoy the rest of the video. I just did a little rant, a little talk. Just talking, you know, what I really feel, what I think is really going on, because sometimes, you know, a lot of people are ignorant, and I'm not saying, or uneducated, ignorant and uneducated to the things that go on in their own communities, and you know, the realities of the situation. What makes the world really turn? All right, what makes the world really turn? You'll be surprised, you know. When you find out, or when you think you find out the truth, but it makes sense, you know. It makes sense to me anyway. Anyways, I'm going to conclude this episode. I'll be home in the next 15 minutes, but I just want to make this video. Unfortunately, I did not get my prime rib. I'm tempted to go back, but man, I don't want to drive. But what else do I got to do? I'm not riding my electric bicycle, mainly because it's kind of been raining, so I'm not riding my electric bicycle. So what else am I gonna do? Maybe I will go back, get my prime rib, do another drive along. Anyways, please like, share, comment, subscribe, consider joining membership. You get early access to content, shout outs, potential sponsorship level, where you get to tell me the content you want me to make. If you want me to talk about more about how I think, or what stuff goes on around Houston, let me know. I had my back in the day, I had my share of adventure out here. Until next time, everyone. See you in the next video. Bye.